This is the Ocean Saga. This is Epic the Musical. The third saga, the Ocean Saga. The last two songs are the same two songs, I just couldn't choose the animatic. This one is Storm.
These waves and tides have grown in strength and size. Is it nature or divine or a blessing in disguise?
Definitely not a blessing in disguise. No.
With hope so close, we must keep pushing forward. Full speed ahead towards the island, but avoid the crashing waves.
Did he just go with home so close we must be pushing forward? Yeah. Bruh. Motherfuckers is going in the opposite direction. Like, home's close, guys! It's close! Odysseus, it's back the way we came. It's close!
At this rate, we won't make it out alive.
Unfortunately, that's correct. Most of you won't make this out alive.
You really just grab the harpoons, as many as you can find. What do you have in mind? We're gonna shoot for the sky. What? In mind. We're gonna shoot for what?
That face is a face of, I'm already done with your shit, Odysseus. What? Seeing a floating island in the sky, why is his first reaction like, I'ma shoot it?
I'm just gonna throw a harpoon at it and hope I can reach it, or else we're gonna be all out of harpoons.
You know, I've pissed off Poseidon, I've pissed off Athena, I've pissed off Zeus to some degree.
I've pissed off a shit ton of them just via Troy.
I've pissed off basically every Trojan. You know, I pissed off all the patron gods of Troy, you know. So I'm gonna go piss off the wind as well. This motherfucker has no chill. He woke up at the end of the Trojan War and just chose more violence. That's when somebody goes, we all forgot. That's when somebody goes, shit, we all forgot to tie down the harpoons.
Same. He's so done with Odysseus' shit.
He's just done with Odysseus' shit, and Odysseus ain't even done with his own shit yet. Like, what?
No.
Please don't tell me you're about to do what I think you'll do.
Why the fuck are they all suddenly buff? Which is funny, because if I remember correctly, weren't they... I don't think they were Spartans. I think they were Athenians, weren't they?
I don't know. All I know is that they're from, Ithaca. I think it's just an art style difference.
Yeah, they were closer to Athenians than they were to Spartans. Okay, but it's not correct. These guys would have been more femboys. They would have been buff warriors. Well, no, so here's the thing, right? They weren't overly thin. You know, they weren't like the nerdy sort of thin. You know? They were closer to just regular people, where the Athenians would have been thinner. They would have been regular, more close to regular people, and then the Spartans would have been looking like this, like from an artistic point of view, because that's generally how it's easier to represent where people are from. Because again, the Spartans, their entire purpose was work out for 16 hours a day, eat for the rest.
I think it's just an art style, dear.
I know.
We're in the home of the wind god. We don't know for sure. How many floating islands have you seen before? This is the home of the wind god. And what's your plan? I'm gonna climb to the top and ask him for a hand. You could be caught off guard and lose your life or piss off this god. And
I like the fact that his first instinct is, oh, floating islands. Not Not like floating island. It has to be the wind god. We'll just ask him for help, despite the fact that Olympus is kind of described as like a floating island above the actual Mount Olympus.
Yeah, but it's also on a mountain. This one's in the middle of the sea.
Like everywhere, kind of like that's the thing that's really funny about Greek mythology. Is like everywhere bar the underworld and Tartarus is kind of described as a floating island. So like he could go up there and piss off the wind god because he's just invaded the wind god's house. Or he could go up there and piss off a different god. Or a different god. Like, this is the thing that pisses me off, is like he has no like common sense.
See another life and you're like the brother I could never do without. And suddenly you doubt that I could figure this out. Captain, how much longer till your luck runs out?
I think to explain it, this art style reminds me of like Hercules, but also mixed with Conan the Barbarian. It kind of gives me Conan the Barbarian vibes, and I can't explain why.
Planting seeds of doubt. I can't have you disagreeing each route. I need you to always be devout and comply with this, or we'll all die in this. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
This is Keep Your Friends Close by Gigi.
Ha ha ha, I am the wind, twisting and turning. I give the fire enough to stay burning. Let's play a game.
A game?
That's what I'm serving, and if you win, you will get what you're yearning.
Deal.
Take a look right here at this bag. It has the winds of the storm all trapped. All you gotta do is not open this bag.
Sounds too easy, what's the catch?
Ha ha ha.
Captain, what's happening? What's trapped in that bag? Something dangerous, friends, we mustn't lag.
It's treasure.
What?
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so fuck the crew for not being smart enough to realise this. Fuck the crew for not being smart enough to notice this. But also, like, fuck him for just walking down carrying a bag, which was easy as fuck for them to just troll.
He could have just hit it.
Everybody listen closely. See how this bag is closed? That's how it's supposed to be. This bag has the storm inside. We cannot let the treasure rumor fly. We'll try to spoil the tea, so
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
never really know who you can trust.
All I know is that it wasn't a game for Aeolus. He kind of just did it because it was funny, but it wasn't a game, if that makes sense. Because, like, he did it, he was like, like, you gotta keep the bag closed for, like, 10 days. I was like, okay, why? Because you gotta bend the storm to your wheel. Like, what are you, stupid?
I can't wait to make some new memories.
He means kids.
Time for me to be the father I never was. There's a storm taking us!
I said to keep the bag closed, but you weren't compliant. If I had to guess, you're headed to the land of the giants.
Help me close the bag! But sir, it's too late! We can save whatever wind is left to use another day! Come on! Oh, Odysseus of Ithaca! Do you know who I am?
Mo. It's just that Odysseus of Ithaca. Do you know who I am? He says, nobody. Wait, that's me! Okay, you only need to say it once for us to get the gist.
It isn't very often that I get pissed off. I try to chill.
That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. Poseidon gets pissed off every other week.
I've been so gracious, and yet you hurt the son of mine. That's right. The Cyclops you made blind is mine. No. Yes, the back of wolves is swimming with the shark now. I gotta make you
That's not how wolves
I
work.
need to see you drown, but before kind of good, cause you're not even great. A Greek who reeks of false righteousness, that's what I hate. Cause you fight to save lives, but won't kill and don't get the job done.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of accurate. That's biblically accurate, Poseidon. He'd have liked Odysseus more had he actually killed Polyhemus. Yeah, that's accurate. I quite like that. Because that is the case. It's like most of the Greek gods, they're not ruthless. It's just the fact that their divinity and immortality and the fact that they're not human makes the things they care about wholly different to us. It would have also saved Odysseus's ass to not say, "Oh, it was me, Odysseus, who blinded you." So, like,
but no. And now it is finally time to say goodbye. Today you die, unless of course you apologize for my son's pain and all his cries. Poseidon, we meant no harm, we only hurt him to disarm him. We took no pleasure in his pain.
Odysseus, learn to shut the fuck up. He wasn't actually asking for an apology.
yeah, he wasn't. He was asking for you to die.
That and you saying more is just gonna piss him off more.
We only wanted to escape. Escape what? With my son's food source? Are you fucking stupid? So all in all, he should have just killed Polyhemus because like he's left him alive, and now what's Polyhemus got to deal with? Starvation, which he's going to complain to Poseidon about. Okay, then he's got to deal with
not having an eye,
being blind, which he's going to complain to Poseidon about. On top of that, he's going to deal with like the other Cyclops is bullying him because he's got no eye. So he's going to complain to Poseidon about it. Had he just stood up and said, "No, I'm not going to apologize for shit," Poseidon would have just went, "You know what? Fair enough."
43 left under your command. Does a man become a master?
Most 43 left under his command. 30 of them are probably slaves.
Any last words? All I gotta do is open this bag. What?
Are you fucking stupid?
Remember me. Poseidon. In all my years of living, it isn't very often that I get pissed off. I try to chill with the waves, but damn, you crossed the line. Learn how ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves.
The way Poseidon's like spinning the water around him, it just reminds me of a little kid in a bathtub.
He's a little kid in a swimming pool trying to create a whirlpool. I'm not wrong though.
You are the worst kind of good, cause you're not even great. A Greek who reeks of false righteousness, that's what I hate.
The comment there, you're the worst kind of good because you're not even great, is fucking hilarious. Because because he basically just says, "You're a good person, but you're a piece of shit because you're not seeking greatness."
And now it is finally time to say goodbye to
He looks like a really angry toddler.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Unless, of course, you apologize for my son's pain and all his crime. Any last words? All I gotta do is open this bag. What?
Right, because flinging your shit is a good idea.
Remember me.
No, I do like the art style for like the video because it's
very
the other
fluid.
one. Yeah, like the other one, like it was more sketches. The other one, this one definitely felt a lot more
Cleaned.
cleaned up. Yeah, fluid, more animated. You know.
Because the other one was like storyboard, while this one's got more of the animation.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I like both of them. They're both really good.
The main reason why I like the other one is just because that version of Poseidon's just super fucking sassy.
But yeah, like I like both of them. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm not. The major problem is that I'm not too big a fan of musicals. Contrary to the point, though, it's not the worst musical ever. That's what I like. Is just like with this one, like there's so much, like what's the word? Like facial. I'm trying to think of the word. Expression. There we go. There's so much like facial expression with this one that it gets across the point that Poseidon's not annoyed that you blinded, well, in this case, Odysseus. Like Poseidon's not annoyed that Odysseus blinded his son. He's annoyed that Odysseus didn't kill his son. Because now he's got to put up with the fact that his son's constantly asking him for things.